And welcome back. We've been talking about grief with author Randi Knight, who is the author of book Grieving Light. So Randi, we were just talking in the break, you are not technically like a professional therapist or anything like that, but you have had real life experience dealing with grief. So why do you feel so compelled to share this and help people through their own personal grief?
I think even though I'm not a professional and I've been there, people have a tendency to want to open up to somebody that's not professional. You feel not necessarily shamed, but you're just like, I don't want to talk. Don't want to go into a room and just talk to somebody. But if you have a friend or somebody that's introduced you, like, hey, let's just go get a coffee. We don't talk about anything, but when we get there, you open up and you're like, hey, are you okay? Like, is there something we want to talk about? Is there something we can do? It's kind of more light and sweet, I guess you could say, than being professional, forceful,
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, there's a big place for that. And so in the title of your book, you talk about light. Can you explain why you added that to your book?
So when my mom passed away, I mean, obviously I was about 21 years old and I was in a very, very dark place. My dad was like, you scared me. And so I shut off the world. I shut off everybody. Didn't want to do anything. It was just like, I essentially don't need to be here. I don't want to live. I don't want to continue with all this stuff. And so I eventually got out of that. I did counseling. And then when my dad passed away, I was in a different place. I really got close to the Lord and my faith. And I mean, essentially he is the light. He brought me back to, hey, look what I can do. And now I'm able to help others. And, some days are hard, talking to others, but at least I'm there to show this light in everybody's darkness that, hey, it's okay. You got this.
Yeah, which is so important. Now, also, I think healing and grief is such a different journey for everyone. So what are maybe some steps or advice you would give for those who are just trying to figure out how to process that on their own or for themselves first?
I would say, we go back to the getting help, even though I am not a professional, I recommend professional help if you really need it. I was in such denial that I'm like, I don't need it, I'm fine. The whole, I'm fine, everything's fine, it's fine,
Right.
Really it's not. It's really not. And so I did grief counseling it's about a 13-week process. It was a grief share group that we did at church. And then I'll be completely honest, from then and now, I've done BetterHelp.com. It's easy. It's more convenient. It's in an app. You don't have to necessarily go in person with somebody.
A little less intimidating.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. I can do it
yeah.
at my own pace. I can do it at night, like right before bed or whenever, and they just kind of converse with you. So if you can do that, I recommend that. And then I think essentially just trying to take care of yourself. We talk about mental health, self-care. Take those steps to, I know in the beginning, I don't want to get up and take a shower. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do these things, but take those baby steps of like, let's take a shower today. Let's cook a good breakfast and help myself feel better. Give me that nourishment.
Yeah.
Make sure you're getting rest and just try to recognize those stages and recognize those moments that, hey, today is a hard day. I'm going to reach out to a friend and just say, hey, I'm having a rough day, and just have them listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about for other people? Are there some quick tips you can give us to help other people?
I would say reach out when you can. I'm one of those, you ask if I can help during, before, after the funeral, which is great, but you have a lot of help already. You've got family out of town, you've got friends here, but what happens when they have to go back to reality by themselves? So if you have a wife that lost their spouse and they have to go back to an empty house, or if they're a single mom and they're like, I have to raise these 3 kids by myself. How am I going to do that? So I try to check on them, shortly after, and then a couple months, 6 months to a year, and just major holidays. Oh my gosh, it's so-and-so's birthday.
Don't forget about them.
Yes.
Right, exactly. Make sure they're doing okay. And then again, back to the offer, a walk, a coffee date, something just to kind of get them out of the house, kind of just in the moment.
Now, I know you have a lot more tips in your book. So how can people find your book?
It's on Amazon right now. You can buy the hard copy or a Kindle version as of right now. Thinking about doing an Audible, but we don't know about that yet. I don't know if anybody hear my voice, but that's, as of right now, that's kind of where we've started.
Okay.
Perfect.
And your website again?
Yep, thegrievinglight.com. You can go on there. I have it on there as well, and it links to Amazon and goes straight there.
This is great.
Yes, thank you so much for being
Congratulations on the
here.
book,
Yes.
and thank you for reaching out to help people.
Thank you.
It's great.
All right.